What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on August 20th, 2023. I'm going to jump right into focusing on Funko.com. Right now, you can order the Lights and Sound R2-D2. Also available is the die-cast Spider-Man with Chase. And then there's the Brad Toys exclusive glow-in-the-dark Tenya, which is listed on Funko.com right now. Now, as of Monday, August 21st, the Witch Mother from Hocus Pocus 2 should become available. Still focusing on Funko.com, a couple of figures that are on the way in the near future do include the Slytherin art cover, also the Diamond Santa Jack and Christmas Sally 2-pack. And then right now on Funko.com, you can get these plushes. There's the glow-in-the-dark Jack Skellington plush and also the glow-in-the-dark Zero plush. And these plushes will be available with Hot Topic as well. If you're watching this right away, there's a sale going on Funko.com. You can buy 2 sodas and get 1 free. And this does run through August 21st. So that's why I'm saying if you're watching this right away, you can still take advantage of that. The Pop Yourself feature is open up to the general public, so of course you can use their options to create a custom pop. You can just, create one and use it as an avatar, but it does give you the option to actually order the figure. It runs around for $30, I think, and there are some little add-on options, like they have some stickers. For example, if you want to get like little stickers of jersey numbers, you can do that. It gives you that option. So right now, the options are decent, but I think they should add some more, and hopefully they will in the future. So I wouldn't blame anybody for kind of holding off and seeing what other options they add in order to create a custom pop. I think that they do need to make improvements to the box as well. The box looks very plain. It would be nice to see some options open up for the actual box that your custom pop would come in. Let me know what you think about the whole Pop Yourself feature. Are you going to take advantage of this? Have you already ordered one? Just give me your general thoughts about this feature here. Now, if you're one of those individuals that did attend the Fun Days event and you ended up with an exclusive that turned out to not be so exclusive because it was also in the box of fun for the general public, Funko is still taking care of that right now. Here's some information. You do have to make sure that you follow that information exactly in order to get a replacement figure. And they do say that they'll add in another exclusive item that you'll be very happy with. So we'll see how that turns out once people actually start getting the replacements, what they actually end up with. But again, this only applies to people that were affected, people that actually went to the Fun Days event. Some random bits of information here. So Walgreens exclusives are on clearance right now. I did check the website myself, and it is the majority of their exclusives. They're on sale right now. Especially if you're a big Marvel fan, you might want to check out what they have available. Check out the selection. There are some pretty good prices there. Target will have a Funko exclusive. Don't know exactly what it's going to be, but it's going to drop as of September 15th. This is part of their Fall Geek Out event. Of course, when I learn about what that Funko exclusive is going to be, I will share that with you all. Box Lunch has updated their policy on new releases, so if a figure drops on a particular day, when you first go in the store, you can only get 2 of that particular figure. You can't try to buy up the whole stock, and that does apply all the way until 2 p.m. and then after then they open it up more. So I think this is really to keep people that tend to line up at the stores, to keep them from just trying to buy up all the figures when they first go in. I think it's a pretty good policy. I've seen this policy with Box Lunch has done this before previously. I think Hot Topic has done it, and some other retailers will do this sometimes, but it is nice to see it as a consistent way to handle this, and I hope that more stores will do this as well, and basically embrace this type of policy. Loungefly has a new mini backpacks. They have purses. They have a lot going on right now related to Halloween. Just Halloween themes in general, and of course the actual movie Halloween, but Halloween in general. So just check with various retailers if you're a big Halloween fan, you're interested in Loungefly products. There is a lot out there right now, and some of these bags are proving to be pretty popular. Some of them are actually pre-selling out on some websites. The Amazon exclusive glow-in-the-dark Maggie based on the Treehouse of Horror is available for pre-order right now, and that does release on September 2nd, so that's not very far away. There's a Steamboat Willie Pop pen, a Disney 100 black and white pen set, and there's these Disney 100 black and white Loungefly products that are available for pre-order on Amazon. These will release late September on into October. A Diamond Leafeon is on the way. That will be a GameStop exclusive. Here's another look at that Harry Potter 4-pack. Still hasn't released yet, but that's coming soon. Just sharing that again real quick. Remember that these are previously released commons just put together in a 4-pack. Here's a better look at the flocked Snoop Dogg that is on the way. I haven't seen that listed just yet, but that's on the way in the near future. And there are some new Avatar Pop pins that are available for pre-order with various retailers. Now, if you're big into Pop Asia figures, remember to keep checking with various online retailers. They are listing, you know, some new figures with some really nice designs. But like I always say, compare prices, check around, you know, and definitely go with retailers that you can trust if you're going for any of the Pop Asia figures. So here you see this PX Previews exclusive Ranger Slayer, which I did share with you all previously. At the time, it seemed like there was going to be a glow-in-the-dark chase. It turns out now that that's just the way the figure is going to be, that it is a glow-in-the-dark figure. So when you get that, you are going to get the glow-in-the-dark Ranger Slayer. Again, there is no chase along with that, and that's available for pre-order with various retailers. The Eren Yeager with Pop T that you see here is actually a common item, and that's available. It's starting to show up in various stores, so you can find it in store, and of course you can easily find it online as well. And there are more pearlescent Pokemon figures on the way to the Pokemon Center. As these become available, I will try to do community posts, but I can't always catch them, and some of them have been selling out rather quickly. So just make sure you keep your eyes on the Pokemon Center if you are interested in these pearlescent exclusives. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie NFTs are on the way. They're going to drop as of August 28th. With the Rangers, you notice it's focusing on them in their ninja outfits. And yes, we are missing two Rangers here, the Red Ranger, the Black Ranger. I don't know if they'll show up somewhere else later on. What's going to happen with that? Really not sure. I do think it is a cool idea to have Freddy Funko as Ivan Ooze, though. That's a pretty cool looking figure there. Again, remember that this drop is on August 28th. The new WWE Pops, which I did share with you all previously, I just wanted to point out that these are available for pre-order with various retailers right now. I know that some people are pretty hyped about the Usos 2-pack. Another one that seems to be pretty popular is Stone Cold on the Zamboni. So yeah, I think overall these figures should do pretty well, and they're going to be pretty easy to get if you want to add them to your collection. There is another Blue Beetle soda on the way. It will have a chase, and this one is an unmasked variant of Blue Beetle. Not sure exactly what's going to happen with the chase. You know, we'll see what happens with that. Wouldn't be surprised if it's just glow in the dark or metallic, but we'll find out soon enough what's going on with that. And I did share this with you all previously, but here's a better look at Miles Morales on Subway Car, and it does seem to be part of that Disney 100th anniversary train. So this should be available with Amazon in the near future. Some other pre-orders that are available right now do include the Hot Topic exclusive Skating Barbie and Skating Ken, and that will release in mid-October. Also with Hot Topic, they do have these blacklight figures of Hello Kitty, Kuromi, and My Melody. So again, you can check for these on the website to pre-order, but some of these are actually already starting to show up in some Hot Topic locations. So don't be surprised if you see these on shelves already. Then there's the BAM Books A Million exclusive 332nd Company Trooper, which is listed right now on their website. They don't actually have a release date for it. It just says coming soon, but you can go ahead and get a pre-order in for that figure if you're interested. Now, I have never heard of Xenon card before. I'm not familiar with this at all, but Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, does have a Funko Pop here. And you see that's with the Disney 100th Anniversary line. That is a common figure, pretty easy to get a pre-order in for. We have another Dolly Parton here based on her 77 tour. And even if the box wasn't next to this figure, like, you can definitely tell that's Dolly Parton. So they did a great job with that particular figure. Again, another common. And then also here is the Go-Go's Pop album. So yeah, all of these are pretty easy to find. Just go ahead, you know, if you want to do a pre-order, just go with the retailer that you trust. Or of course, you can wait for these to show up on store shelves. Now, some more pre-orders do include the Bugs Bunny as Buddy the Elf, which is, I still think that's a pretty cool looking pop. And then there's also Snowman Jack with Carolers, which is a common item. So again, you can pre-order that with various retailers. Now, coming soon, I did share this previously, but just pointing it out real quick here. There are the holiday DIY pops that are on the way. There's also going to be a set of holiday pocket pops. That's a 4-pack. And then there's, of course, the Blacklight Nightmare Before Christmas 4-pack that is on the way as well. And again, when I learn more about the release of that 4-pack, I will share that with you all. Some people I saw in the comments asking where they're going to be Haunted Mansion Pops based off of the movie. And yes, you know, we get a look at them here officially. I think the standout is the Hatbox Ghost. I really do like the look of his design there. Pretty cool looking figure. It would have been nice if they did a little bit more in terms of like maybe him holding something, that lantern or whatever, you know, that he tends to have. That would have been a nice detail, but who knows, maybe they'll do a variant in the future. We'll see what happens with it. But yeah, they have the Pops here based on the movie. There's also Pop pins, which I believe are more inspired by the Rise, because they do have those older Funko Pop designs to them. There's also these plushes as well that you can find easily. So yeah, a lot with Haunted Mansion here, and you can get pre-orders in for these items. And 7 Deadly Sins had been rumored for a good while, and now we finally get a look at the Pops, and there is a PX Previews exclusive figure in the mix that does have a glow-in-the-dark chase, so that one seems to be selling pretty well on some websites, but all of these I think are going to be pretty easy to get, you know, minus the chase. Of course, you know, you take a chance whether or not you get that PX Previews exclusive chase, but overall I think these figures are going to be pretty easy to get and to add into your collection. And then there are exclusives with 7 Deadly Sins. So Chalice Collectibles has this metallic exclusive figure that you see here. There's also going to be a diamond exclusive that will go to Funko.com. And you notice I'm not saying the names. It's just because I'm not familiar with the characters, not sure about all the pronunciations. So yeah, if you're familiar with the series, then of course you know the characters well anyway. Now with My Hero Academia, they do have an FYE exclusive on the way of the character Burnin, and there will be a glow-in-the-dark chase along with that figure. I did not see it listed just yet, but it should be listed on the website in the very near future. We got a lot of rumors to go through here, and as always, just remember that some of these rumors may not pan out to be true. We have to wait and see what will happen. As far as Bitty Pops are concerned, we could see sets based on Lord of the Rings, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Parks and Recreation. We could see Deadpool and Wolverine based on the upcoming Deadpool 3 movie. I think that's guaranteed, and we'll probably see a lot of other characters based off that movie once they are able to return to production and get the movie up and running. Hopefully that, you know, the writer strike and the actor strike won't have a negative effect on the quality of the movie, but we'll see what happens with that. And like I said, once that movie comes along, I think we will see a lot based around it. Now, they didn't do figures based on the previous Deadpool movies, but that may have been because those movies were directly through 20th Century Fox. So now that, you know, it's under Disney, we'll see what happens. You know, of course, I'll try to keep you up to date on that. With the upcoming Echo series on Disney Plus, of course, we're going to get Echo herself and Kingpin as well, at least those two characters from the series. I really did like that character Echo within the Hawkeye series, which I think is underappreciated, unfortunately, and I kind of feel like this show is going to be underappreciated, even if it is high quality. You know, we'll see what happens with it. I'm still looking forward to it, you know, at least. Uncanny X-Men comic cover number 141, which is a very well-known cover, you know, Days of Future Past, basically. That is going to come up as a comic cover for Funko. That's a pretty good idea. I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out. A good while back, I said that there was going to be a full wave of Harley Quinn figures. Seems like that still could happen. So we could get an Apocalypse Harley Quinn. We could get her with Bat, her with Pizza, and her with weapons, you know, in general. So we'll see if this line pans out to be true. And of course, I'll go for all of those as long as I like the designs. With Invincible, we should get Invincible himself, and then a bloody variant, Omni-Man, and then a bloody variant of Omni-Man, and also Atomic Eve. And there's so many great characters from that series. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more, and then hopefully they will sell well so that Funko can do a second wave and third wave and so on. So hopefully Invincible fans will support the Pops once they do become available. It seems like Donald Duck is going to get his own wave of figures. So we'll get a 1983 Donald Duck, an angry Donald Duck, a dapper one, him with heart eyes as well, and you know, there's potentially more. We'll see what happens with it though, but yeah, Donald Duck fans definitely have some things to look forward to if this turns out to be true. We could get a Boba Fett comic cover based on issue number 42. Jack Box, of course, from Jack in the Box, could be getting another figure on the way. I'm not sure what design is going to be, but we'll see what happens with that. Succession seems like it could get a line of figures, and I know that some people are big fans of Succession. I can't imagine the Pops looking too interesting. You know, when it comes to just guys in suits, they don't always make for the most interesting Pops, so we'll see how they turn out though. Rebel Moon, that upcoming movie by Zack Snyder, which is going to be on Netflix, seems like it's going to have a couple of figures. With Jurassic Park, remember they've already done the Hatching Raptor, which was SDCC and also shared with Target, but it seems like they're going to do some other dinosaurs as well, including a Tyrannosaurus Rex, so we'll see if that actually pans out. And then with the Wizard of Oz, I know that the original Pops have been long vaulted, of course, but it does seem like Funko is going to do some updated figures for the Wizard of Oz, and I think some people will appreciate that. You know, we'll see what happens, though, if this is actually true. With the Power Rangers, there could be a Tyrannosaurus Dinozord on the way. With Overwatch 2, we could see Cyber, Widowmaker, and also Life Weaver. Not familiar with the characters, so I'm not sure if that's names that are going to be on the boxes or not. You know, we'll see what happens with that, though. With Demon Slayer, it seems like we have another full wave on the way. Some of these figures being based on the Entertainment District arc. With My Hero Academia, another full wave on the way. I'm not going to name every single character here. I do want to point out that we should get Toga with face mask, which I think some people will definitely appreciate. And then some other interesting characters, including some baseball variants of characters. With Dragon Ball Z, we could see a Target exclusive Zarbon, I think is the name there. With Hunter x Hunter, a couple more figures listed here. One Piece and Yu-Gi-Oh as well. And yes, I know I'm kind of rushing through these, but I feel like if you're a fan of the series, you know how to say these names. You're familiar with the characters much more than I am. So just kind of pause and check out these lists here. And of course, if these pan out to be true, I will share official reveals in the future. Here is a possible partial list for New York Comic Con, the fall convention. I'm really stressing partial because anytime I share a rumored list for a con, there's always people that say, oh, I'm disappointed they didn't do this or that. You all, it's a partial list and it's a rumored list at that. So I really don't think there's any reason to be disappointed already. You know, let's just wait and see what happens officially. I do want to share these rumors with you though, but there could be a lot more than this, and also some of these figures may or may not happen, you know, so I just always kind of hold off my judgment. I don't go off a rumored list personally. Now it seems like this Lady Liberty Cyndi Lauper figure could finally get an official full release with this year's New York Comic Con. Some people were able to find that and get their images of it from the last New York Comic Con, but I don't think it had an official full release. I don't see it listed on Mercari or eBay, so yeah, we'll see what happens with this Cyndi Lauper figure. Also, out of the vault, it seems like they are going to do their original Superman figure and give it that out of the vault treatment for Funko 25th anniversary. You see there's a Dungeons and Dragons figure that could be with this convention. This is possibly that one that was shown at the Fun Days event. We'll see what happens though. Now with Galaxy Quest, Dr. Lazarus had been rumored for the summer convention, SDCC. He may have just gotten pushed though, and I think some of these other ones may have gotten pushed from that convention as well to New York Comic Con. Another one that got pushed possibly is Aloy, another variant of Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. Indy had been rumored, I know that we got Short Round, but there had been an Indy figure rumored for SDCC, and it seems like that may have gotten pushed as well, Indy with Torch. From Pixar's Bao, we could get a Bao Soda with a Chase variant, and that could be limited to 14,000 pieces. They've already done a Bao figure before, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a Soda. With Pokemon, we could get a 10-inch figure as a con exclusive for New York Comic Con. That could be interesting. With Power Rangers, we could see a Lord Zed Soda with Chase. That's another one that possibly got pushed from the summer convention. We could see a new Wolverine, a new Captain Marvel, probably based off of her, the Marvels movie. With McDonald's, we could see a McNugget with Pale. We could see a Ghostface Soda with Chase, which if that happens, I definitely would go for that and definitely hope for the Chase. I wouldn't be surprised if they do either a blood splatter Chase or a glow-in-the-dark Chase, but we'll see what happens with it. Hopefully it's something interesting. We could see an Ahsoka figure. I think this would probably be based on her series. And by the way, you all, the picture in the bottom right, that's just for reference. I don't think it's going to be based off of that series. I think it's going to be based off of Ahsoka's own live action series. And then we could see a Chewbacca 3-liter soda with a flocked Chase. So again, let me stress this. This is a partial list. It's a rumored list. So don't take this as gospel right now. We'll see what actually happens with New York Comic Con. A lot of times, New York Comic Con ends up being more interesting than SDCC. So fingers crossed that will happen this year. And as I learn more information, of course, I will share that with you all. As always, I hope that you got something out of this video. Let me know what you saw that you're interested in. If you haven't done so already, please drop a like on the video. That's an easy way to show support for what I do here on YouTube. Thank you all so much for taking the time to check this out, and I will talk to you all again real soon.